Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for July the 18th through to the 24th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the loving, positive, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I do send it all right back to you, wishing you for the abundance of joy, immeasurable joy, and abundance in your path forward. So, I woke up extremely early this morning. I think it has a lot to do with the humidity. I just can't sleep, It's just too heavy. The air is too heavy. So I got up and I had a full day and before I knew it. And I thought, oh, my energy is so low. Before I do my readings, I'll just take a little cat nap. And my body must have thought I was going to sleep for the night because it was far more than a cat nap. So I apologize for the readings being a little on the late side. But I had a dream of me doing the readings. So obviously my subconscious was trying to get me going, but showing me a different way of doing it, and so I thought I would incorporate it. Now I will tell you that I'm uncomfortable doing it, so I do need your feedback here on this one. But I started it, so I'm going to end it and keep it going for at least this reading. That was a whole bunch, so we're not going to pay attention to those cards. One jumps out, even two jumps out, we'll pay attention to it, but that was a plethora of cards flying, just to get them in the right place, I guess. So let's see what the energy is for you this week. Seven of Wands. Ooh, making a declaration. This is almost like you stand up and you say, I'm going forward in this direction. I'm creating this in my life. I'm becoming this person in my life. I demand this to be in my life. And you're saying it to a group of people. And you're saying, do I have your support? Do I have your love? Do you have my back? Are you with me on this? Now, regardless on their answer, I think you're going forward here. You're stepping into what you are declaring. But I think, there's a part of you that's hoping that they're all following when you turn around again. But this is a strength, this is a determination, this is a declaration of where you are going forward, how you want to go forward, and asking for the love and support of the people that are around you. Three of Swords. I'm just going to pull out the next card to see. Oh, Page of Cups. Okay, so let's go back. We'll put down the Page of Cups for a second. We'll talk about this. We make this declaration. And we got the Three of Swords. Then we have the Page of Cups. Well, maybe we need to talk about the Page of Cups first. The veil is thin. You talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe so easily right now. So tap in, ask them for guidance, ask them for inspiration, ask them for wisdom. It could be a mentor comes into your life this week, or you could become the mentor for somebody else. Still not getting anything if this is a good or a bad card. Let's see what's supposed to cross over it. Two of Swords. Oh, okay. So, decision. It's a hard decision. See, on the one hand, I get more of a sense of, like my back is really hurting right now. Like there has been too much weighing you down. Yeah, it's almost like the Ten of Wands, where you've got that huge sack of wands on your back and you're carrying it, and so every step is that much harder. So there's decisions to be made on where you need to put your energy going forward. There's decisions to be made on who gets your love, who gets your support, who you're going to allow into your life, what path you're going to step into. I almost get this, you know, the pain in my back is so severe right now. So you could be overworked. You could be overburdened. You could feel like you can't go forward. It's too oppressing. It's too much energy against you. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You've done so much to get to this point. You don't really see the beauty. So I think there needs to be some decisions that you need to force upon yourself. I think you need to be honest with yourself about what weighs you down, what pulls you down. And some things that we do out of love. It's got the right intentions behind it, doesn't it? But you have to reevaluate the situations in your life. And you're not going to be able to reevaluate them properly by leaning on what you can see and what you hear, what you can read. You're blindfolded here. And it's not what the outside is telling you, it's what the inside is telling you. You need to tap into your intuition, you need to tap into your wisdom. You need to ask yourself a question. And then feel your body's emotions take over your thought patterns. You need to feel if you are getting tense, if you're stressed, or are you feeling a lightness, a joy. Pose it a different way. See how your body responds that time. In order to come to the right decisions, in order to come to the right conclusions, I don't think that at least one of these decisions is going to be an easy decision on your part. But there's something that has to dissipate in your life or be left behind. Something that you have to detach yourself from in order to go forward. And it's upper back, so it's something that is weighing you down. Something that you've been carrying around too long with you. Something that needs to go. Let's see what the rest of the cards have to say for us. Eight of Cups, moving forward, new directions. And that really goes with what I was saying. You know, this card, it's not like the Wheel of Fortune card. Okay, people think so often that this is leaving things behind, things we love behind, in order to go forward on our new path. That's kind of what it is, but it's not as dramatic as the Wheel of Fortune is. This is more of the child growing to adulthood and leaving the parental home to gain their own independence, go after their own dreams and goals, desires, to create a life of their own independence. So they don't close the door on the parental home when they leave home. But it does change in the way it gives us love, in the way it gives us security. And so you're going to see that things need to change in your life in how you have been receiving love, how you have been receiving security. And that could very well go into some decisions being made on what burdens you, what weighs you down, what is too much on your plate, what you need to give up in order for you to have the energy to go forward in your path. We have the Two of Wands. It's all about thinking about the balance that needs to be, and there could be a lot of confusion this week in your thinking. You could be, you know, sitting on the fence for a lot of things and not really knowing which way to turn, which way to go. So I would think that this is a beautiful week for meditation, for prayer, for being alone with your thoughts, getting out in nature, grounding yourself. At least the first part of the week. Let's see what the rest of the week brings us, but I think there's a lot of confusion around your thoughts. What direction to go, where to put your energy, what to do next, what should be at the top of the priority list, what needs to be moved to the bottom of the priority list. Oh, and then we have the Magician. Magic coming in. beauty coming in. Now this could be, I mean, I don't want to, it hasn't been the greatest of readings so far, so I want to bring in positive. But I also have to warn you that the magician is just that, an illusionist. We may see where there has been an illusion in our life. Could be. When it comes to home life or family or friends, particularly, because I think that's where Neptune is for you in your 4th house. And Saturn is probably squaring it this week then. But I'm going to go to the positive on this card. I absolutely am. Where something beautiful will happen in your life. You will get the recognition, you will get the reward, you will get the promotion, you will get the job. You'll get the sweetheart. You'll get the respect. Something that you are longing for, something that you need. A little miracle coming in. The magic coming in. The universe saying, what do you want? So I hope you are affirming what you truly want in your life. Because this is where the universe says, okay, we're going to give you this little bit because it's been hard on you. So we're just going to give you something wonderful to celebrate here, to move you forward, to know that you're on the right track, to know that you've got this. We have Justice card. So this is where we're really going to be bringing in the balance, the harmony, and the love in our life. So that really goes with the first part of it. We are making decisions. We've pulled that sword in this card, knowing that if we need to use it to cut something out of our life, then we will. Because it's for our greater good. It's for our betterment. It moves us towards a balance. It moves us towards a harmony. It brings us closer to joys in our life. And the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is one, so we've got decision making here, and then we have the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands is one that doesn't act on impulse, definitely not. She's more like a judge. She's very creative energy. I will give her that, but she asks the qualifying questions. She researches. She digs. She digs until she has all the facts that she needs to make a wise choice on a decision to go forward. And so she does not make the decision until she has all the facts, until she's asked all the questions, until she's finished all her research. So this is a very powerful energy that's put into place, because you're not going to be making any of these decisions just to move past the energy. You're going to be making the decision from a very wise standpoint, a very diplomatic standpoint, so that you know at the end of the day that you made the right decision. Going into the weekend, we have the Six of Pentacles. Ask for help, please. If you need help, ask for it. People are around you that are willing to help you. Delegate. The things that you don't necessarily have to do yourself, then ask for the help. It's there for you. It will free you to do other things that you need to do. You may want to do them, but you need to do them too. We have the Empress. New creative beginnings. So now the Sun does move into Leo, which is a fellow fire sign, so I can see how your energy is going to start to soar. You're standing more powerful. You are more self-confident. So the beginning of the week may not start out that great, but we're getting towards the end of the week here. We got the Empress in our corner. So creative new beginnings, absolutely. She's also a diplomat. She also, so whatever creative path that you are working on, chances are it is from the heart. It is mirroring your passions and your joys in life. And the Four of Swords, meditation, prayer. I'm really getting, I always say this is the warrior card, right? A warrior or a soldier coming off the battlefield and hanging up their weapons, taking off their armor, laying down, resting, recuperating, recharging their batteries, and planning their future. Our priorities are much different if we are in the middle of the battlefield compared to when we are at home in safety and comfort and surrounded by our loved ones. Our priority list changes. So in reality, we need to look at a new path and set new priorities in our life and our routines around that new path. That we can't be doing the same thing What is it? If you do the same thing over and over again and expect new results, that is the definition of insanity. No, we have to look at reinventing ourselves, rebirthing ourselves, very much with the Empress kind of energy. Looking at new ways of going forward, new ways of becoming, new ways of applying our skills, our talents, our energy, so that we can go forward with the strength, with an empowerment. And the strength and empowerment is there. For work, career, finances, we have the Fool. There you go. Brand new paths. The Fool is essentially us. It is the first card of the tarot deck. It is the beginning of the journey. And the Fool is very excited to be on the new journey, and he just steps off the cliff without looking backwards, not knowing if he's going to fall or if something's going to catch him. And so we kind of have to have the same kind of risk value attached to our new beginnings. Now, chances are that the risk really resembles the fear, and the fear really resembles the old paradigms that we are attached to, the old rules. Okay, you know, we learn at a certain age, don't touch the stove, it's hot. I wonder when it clicks into us that we can touch the stove if it's cold, if it hasn't been used. Because we rewrote that rule again. First we thought we could always touch the stove, then we found out that we couldn't touch the stove, and then we realized, well, there's times we can touch the stove. And so it's rewriting the rules. It's not just living by the old rules. It's re-examining what we are basing our values on in going forward. Redefining what we fear. So what do we fear? And we need to look at it. And we need to understand it for what it is. And is it a grown-up fear? Or is it something that was imposed to us in our childhood, or we were just told that's the way life is? And can we rewrite that rule so that we can step into our new adventure with a surety, with a confidence? For love, relationships, oh, look at this, the High Priestess. Can't ask for much better than that. If you are single, or if you are in a relationship, this is lust, this is passion, this is sensuality. This is just all the raw energy of love this week. If you are looking for a relationship, well, you know, we have the Magician there. We've got the Page of Cups. So there's a lot of energy. The Fool, so it could be a work, and we have the Empress. It could be, you know, we meet somebody at work. That could very well be with the High Priestess coming in, and the Fool being in the work, new paths. So if you are, you know, well settled in your job and what you do, then chances are that could mean more towards a new romance starting within the workforce. But always, I mean, she's spiritual magic, so if you are expecting love to come into your life, or you want love to come into your life, definitely a beautiful week for it. If you are in a relationship, this is just to explore the magic of uniting two hearts as one and living out passion, sensuality, joy. I mean, plan a weekend away, plan a night away. You got kids, ship them out for the night. And enjoy each other. Love each other. Bring out the passion and the sensuality and just enjoy. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.